We all live in a yellow bumper car, a yellow bumper car, a yellow bumper. Wait a second. Yellow Submarine? Submarine? That's just stupid. Hello everybody, it is MrLEDiecast and we've got the Beatles collection here today. This is the 50th anniversary of one of the most memorable songs of the century, the Beatles' Yellow Submarine. I didn't make that up, it says right there. But they are out and they are at Walmart. Mine kind of showed up a little bit weird. They dumped these out into a existing bin. By the time I got there, they were pretty much all gone, but a couple. I picked those up about 2 weeks ago, I think, and we went into Walmart this morning, and they had dumped a whole bunch more in, so I picked up the ones that I was missing. Now, this is the combi. This is the most popular one, probably, of the series, but we get to see him last, because he is number 6. So, let's start. I think, yeah, this is the one we're starting with. There is our bump around. Whoops. Well, my whole production here is falling apart. So this is the bump around, little bumper car. There is the art. Now the art is getting a whole bunch of attention on these. I'll show you the back too on these. Here's the collection. There's 6 in the collection. These are Walmart exclusives as far as I know. You can check everything out there if you want. But you know what? I don't really care about the art. In fact, I'm really not even a Beatles fan. I think I'm the only person in the world that isn't a Beatles fan. So I'm going to open these. Because I don't really care about the cards anyways. And I don't need Beatles cards anyway. So there is the bump around. Now this one, kind of disappointing they even picked this car. I don't know if there were bumper cars. Whoops, there went my bumper car. I don't know if there were bumper cars in the movie, but all you get on this is that little kind of flower tampo thing there. There you go. But you know what you get? You get trivia. That's why you're watching this show. And with each car, I'm going to give you a piece of trivia. Did you know that the Beatles really aren't even in the movie Yellow Submarine? They sing the song, obviously. But they really aren't even in the movie. They're only in the closing credits, and their voices in Yellow Submarine are not the Beatles. They are voiced by other people. Strangely enough, they were not big fans of the film as it was being made, because they had gotten burned on their last film before that. But they did appear in the closing credits to obligate a contract. So here is the Cockney Cab 2. Probably a good one for this series. I do like the artwork on this one. That's what they really should have done on the others. Would have been nice if they had some artwork on the top there. But some nice artwork. There is the artwork on the card. And let's take a close look at that. Don't care about no card art. Kids, take your cards out of the cards. Really. Play with them. There you go. It's got a little flower thing there. The Cockney Cab. Did you know that the what am I looking for? The style of the film is called limited animation. It's this digital art background again, very techy. Limited animation. It also paved the way for some other shows that use the same type of animation, and you are probably familiar with it. We see it in Monty Python's Flying Circus, as well as the Schoolhouse Rock that people my age grew up on. Also, we saw it in Sesame Street and The Electric Company. I did not make that up. That is actually from Wikipedia. Number 3 in the series is Paul McCartney's Fish and Chipped probably a good pick for this. This one has some real nice artwork on it also. Overall, the series has some really nice artwork on the cars. Pretty happy with the tampos. And if you're a Beatles fan, you're probably happy with the card art, to be fair. It's just that bump around is dull. There is the cars, and if you noticed, which you would not if you did not take them out of the card, we get different artwork on both sides. Was that the case with the Cockney? Yeah, it was with the Cockney cab too. Now I think, wait a second, is that the same? Yeah. So we've got the same kind of Beatles, the 4 Beatles there, and then on the other side is a specific Beatle. So this one is Paul McCartney on top, and on the bottom is John Lennon. John Lennon gets the Cockney cab. Yeah, I do like the artwork on those. Next up, we've got the Morris Mini with its artwork. Some nice artwork on the Morris Mini. But you get some trivia. Did you know that they were going to remake the Yellow Submarine movie? Yes, it is awful but true. Not a movie that really should be remade, but it's kind of a movie about nothing to start with. But it was going to be remade by Zemeckis. I'm not remembering his first name. Anyway, Zemeckis was going to remake it, and you know him from the what was it, Christmas Carol and the Christmas the Frozen Express, the Christmas Express. What was the name of that movie? Now I forgot. The train that goes through the Arctic. Anyways, that animation, which is not really my favorite animation, but some of his movies have been popular. They were going to remake it, but they were not going to use the Beatles. They were going to use a tribute band. So they weren't going to use Beatles music, but a tribute band in it. So there is the Morris Mini, and the Morris Mini is George Harrison's car. Let's take a close-up look at that and see what's on the back, because you would never know what was on the back if you didn't take them out of the card. You got to take them off the cards, kids. Come on, they're just toys. You get a butterfly. Butterflies. And on the back, yep, you get the 4 Beatles. I wonder if that's going to be on all of them. Again, that bump around just doesn't fit. There's nothing on it. It's pretty dull. Next up, we've got Ringo Starr. Did you know that Ringo Starr is the one that sings most of the Yellow Submarine song? And the Yellow Submarine song, according to the Beatles, or, well, in general, all of them, they've changed their story over the years. It was a song kind of about nothing. It was meant for children, sort of. Now, again, I'm not a Beatles fan. I know way more trivia about Rolling Stones and The Who than I know about the Beatles. But knowing what I know about the Beatles music, I don't believe that for a second. Usually they were writing about something, and it was something rather bizarre, most likely. A lot of people think that the Yellow Submarine was a symbol for the Beatles themselves and kind of being trapped in Beatles fame, looking out at the world going by. Also, originally in the song, well, wait a second, we're going to look at this car. There's your car. There's Ringo. I like Ringo's car. This is probably the best fast felon we've seen. Or feline. Is it feline? It's feline, I think. Fast feline. That's probably the best one we've ever seen, I think. That's a nice car. Nice car. Something about the song you may not know. Yellow Submarine is that originally there was more than a Yellow Submarine. There were many colors of submarines, and it had something to do with the original song that's been lost forever, but there were many colored submarines. So last but not least, I opened it without showing you. You saw it at the beginning, is the combi, the cool combi. Now those are the blue meanies there. The blue meanies were the meanies in the show. And the blue combi is probably the hardest to find. There is all sorts of chat about hoarding these out there. Now, when I found these, remember, they had just dumped these out. There was a whole bunch of these, and I left them. So if you go to the Lake Elsinore Walmart today, well, they're probably already gone. But I didn't take them. I took one. So there you go. And that is the Blue Meanies. The Blue Meanies lived in the Blue Mountains and attacked the people from whatever it was, Utopiaville or Yellow Submarineville or something like that. I forgot what it was. Oh, Pepperlanders. It was the Pepperlanders in the movie. I'm not even sure why I remembered that, but that is the hardest one to find. These were originally going for quite a price on eBay when these first came out, but now the price has really calmed down. They're probably going for about $5 if you count shipping, and they are all over the internet as everyone has gobbled them up. So if you want one, well, they are there for the taking. But I no longer sell on eBay, so I got my one little blue combi. There you go. We don't even need any more for customs. I have plenty of combis for customs. So there is your series. Let's get a close-up of those. Really one of the nicer series. To be honest, not a series I was really looking forward to, and I knew that combi was going to be kind of hard to find, so I'm happy I even found the series to do our video on. But there is the series. I think the bump around is a big bummer. It looks like it was added at the last second, to be honest. And the combi I really like. I do like the Fast Feline and the, well, yeah, I think I like all of them. I like all of them but the bump around. So that's going to do it for today, folks. We could leave on a singing of the Yellow Submarine. Come on, everybody, sing along. We all live in a yellow submarine, a yellow submarine, a yellow submarine. We all live in a yellow submarine.